guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you want to know how to recreate this lovely Korean makeup look, then just keep watching. First off, to start with this Korean makeup look, I'm going to start off with my number 7 foundation in the shade Cool Ivory, because this is the lightest foundation I own and it's the most low coverage foundation I own, because I know in Korea like that no makeup look is really quite popular over there, very natural makeup look, and I know that they like to look paler as well. So I'm just going to apply that with my spatula, because I also, I've never tried this before, but I just saw that this woman, she was Korean on TikTok, she was using a spatula to apply foundation, which obviously I've never seen before. But apparently it's meant to give you a longer lasting coverage, so we'll try it out. We'll see what happens. I'm going to use my beauty blending sponge. This is from Boots, so you can use any old one you like. And I'm just going to apply that to the skin and just come a little bit closer so you guys can see. So when I was looking at the makeup online, it just seemed like a lot of Korean makeup was obviously very pale skin, that shimmery kind of smoky eye look, and then like a nice tinted lip and very natural looking brows. So that's the kind of makeup look I'm going for today, very natural coverage. I kind of get why the whiter skin is more popular, because obviously back in the day, if you were poor, lighter skin meant you were rich, and obviously if you had very tan skin, you're obviously working out in the sun a lot, so you were seen as poor. But I wonder why the beauty standard has changed in Britain, because over in Britain being tanned is seen as more pretty, but obviously in Asia and in Asian countries, being lighter is seen more as pretty, which kind of makes more sense to me, because back in the day that was kind of what was popular. But yeah, let what you guys think. Do you think lighter skin looks more prettier, or do you think more tan skin looks prettier? I'm next up going to go in with my concealer, just because the Korean makeup look, they've got such flawless skin, so I'm just going to cover up any imperfections that I've got on the face. Also saw a little hack that they use in Asian makeup, so they kind of do a triangle here and then 3 little dots going up, maybe to make it look like the eye is kind of lifted. And obviously just going to blend this out with my beauty blending sponge. That is quite nice. I actually quite like this hack. It has gave me quite a lift to the eye. It's lightened my under eye area a little bit, so I look a bit more youthful. And I can actually tell in Korean makeup that they obviously like to look very youthful, don't they? That's kind of what is seen as beautiful over there. You know, looking pale, looking youthful, looking bright. That's what's really quite important over in Korea. Blend the top bit of the eye. It's fine if you put a little bit of concealer on the eye anyway, because you can use that as eye primer, because I am going to use eyeshadow anyway in this look, so it would look fine. Oh my god, once you've concealed that under eye area, and obviously once you've done your lovely lightweight foundation, we are now going to go in with the powder, which is actually really important, because I'm going to try and very lighten my skin with this powder. This is quite a light shade anyway. It's the number 7 translucent powder, and I'm going to use my Spectrum A31 brush, and I'm really just going to go a bit crazy with this powder, because I just want to make my skin look quite as light as possible. And I can see obviously that they use powder in Korean makeup as well. I can't quite believe it. It just doesn't feel like me, you know. I'm used to wanting to look tanned. This doesn't feel right. In this light I look not so pale, but in the mirror, oh my god, I look like a ghost. Just can't. Let's just see if I can lighten down the lighting a little bit. yeah, I look quite pale, so you can tell. You can tell it's really working. Right, so now I look quite pale and youthful. I am then, next up, gonna go in with my Barry M Chisel Cheeks contour. It's in obviously the contour shade, so the brown shade. And I also watched a little bit of a tutorial on how they contour their nose. In Korea, they kind of contour the top bit of the nose. So kind of the bridge here and kind of do a C shape. And then they kind of contour the under bit of the nose. And I feel like they just leave it like that. So a bit feels a bit bizarre to me, but we're gonna try out anyway. So I'm just gonna blend that in, because obviously they're quite a skinny nose. So I'm gonna try that. So I might go in with the jawline a little bit just to sharpen it up. That they quite like that sharp jawline, but I didn't really see any tutorial of them focusing on the cheekbone area, so I'm just going to do the jawline. We're then going to go in with the blusher, which is the Made by Mitchell blush in the shade Cold Heart, and I noticed they tend to like a cool tone blusher, and then I'm just gonna rub it in. Oh my god, if I just left it like this, how crazy would that look? Now I'm just going to really blend it in with my fingers, kind of creating a cheekboned kind of look as well. So I've noticed with blusher, I noticed blush is more popular over there. In Korea, I noticed that they don't really tend to use bronzer, but blusher is a big thing over there. So that's why I'm going quite heavy on the blush, but right, now that's done and I am very blushed away, I am then gonna go in with the eyebrows, which is actually the most nervous bit for me, because I quite like my dark eyebrows, but I'm going to try and lighten them. So let's just see how this goes. My e.l.f. concealer. I saw this lady, she literally just put it all over her brush. That's what I'm going to do. This is from Shein, but you can literally use any spoolie brush you'd like. And I'm literally just going to apply the concealer. Oh my god. All over my eyebrow. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? Oh my god. It looks like... I'm so dramatic, but oh my god, it looks like I've got no eyebrows. I want my eyebrows back. Favourite feature. I want them back. Damn. The things I do for... Right, so I'm just gonna again do the same on the other side. I'm gonna apply a bit more concealer to the spoolie because it's not really picking up. So I saw in the photos they quite like a natural brow, so they kind of like to lighten their brows. So that's why I'm concealing all my brows off. This is so sad. This is so sad. I'm doing things outside of my comfort zone now, guys. So please give this video a like. It sounds like I'm trying to sponsor you or something. Please give me a like, because I'm going through hell right now. I'm kind of hiding all my brows off. So, and now I'm going to leave it like that. Ha! Jokes. No, I'm not leaving it like this. I look a slightly bit crazy. I am then going to lighten my brows, so I'm just going to use this Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. It's in the shade Reloaded. It's got neutrals in it. It's kind of got this light brown. Because I don't really care about this, I'm going to just destroy this eyeshadow. You can see that they kind of like more lighter brows. I don't think that's light enough. I'm going to use this other shade. This feels bizarre to me right now, guys. Don't you're happy with it? You're happy with it. I'm not happy with it. Why do people do this? Why do they lighten their brow? Well, I can't say much because obviously there are some people out there. I'm not offended, by the way, I'm not offending anyone who has like naturally lighter colour brows than mine. It's just that I'm so used to my dark brown brows, and they're like my favourite thing. They're my favourite feature, that this just does feel quite strange to me right now. Anyway, let's next up go in with my Naked palette. It's in the shade Cherry, and I'm going to use the shade Feels, which is this kind of light pinky, kind of mauvey kind of colour, because I can see in Korea they kind of like those light pinky shades on the eye. My Urban Decay eyeshadow brush as well, because it just comes in there, which is quite handy. I'm going to use the shade Feels, which is this shade here, and I'm going to apply it to the crease of the eye. Maybe I should apply Juicy actually. Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna go in this with the shade Juicy, which is this kind of paley pinky kind of shade. I really do love these eyeshadow, guys. They are quite pigmented. And I mean, to be fair, I've had this palette for probably over 2 years. And it's still so pigmented, it's still so good. So that's a win-win. And come in closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm basically just blending this out like a windscreen wiper, just naturally putting it on. And this palette is actually perfect for a Korean makeup look, because you've got your paley pink shades and then you've got your shimmers, and obviously they love shimmers, so you kind of can't go wrong with this eyeshadow palette, which is great because makes my life easier. And then I'm going to go in with the other side, which has got this little fluffy brush, and I'm just going to do the under eye, the Spectrum brush in A16, and I'm going to go in with now the shade Feels, and I'm going to use that kind of in the outer part of the eye, just because this eyeshadow is slightly darker. Like I said, they kind of like those very natural colours in Korea, so I'm trying not to, you know, overdo the eye too much. Not trying to put too much, not trying to make the eyeshadow look too bold, because obviously they kind of like the natural makeup look. And then I'm going to go back in with my fluffy blending brush just to blend those two colours out a little bit together. Now this is my most favourite bit, like this is probably the whole point I even did this eyeshadow, to be honest. I'm going to do the glitter now, and I'm going to use the shade Turn On, which is this lovely champagne eyeshadow colour, and I'm just going to use that in the inner part of the eye, and kind of just stop where your pupil is, because obviously when they apply glitter they don't do it all over the eye. In Korea they kind of just do it in the inner part of the eye, just to, I guess, make your eyes more bigger and bolder, because I tend to notice over there they quite like to make that eyes quite bigger and more elongated, because again, bigger eyes I think makes you look more youthful, right? And that's what they're all about. I am then going to go in with this palette. This is a H&M palette, which I know is a bit random, like you think I'd use well-known brands. You can go in with any palette you want, but I just personally really love this for for a glitter eye look. I'm going to go in with this white highlight shade, and I'm just going to use that in the inner corner of my eye, and just look at that. Like, it really does open up the eye, and like I said, they're kind of like bigger eyes and that youthful look, so I thought I've just got to apply a highlight that's a slightly bit blinding, just to make my eyes appear a bit bigger. And I'm then gonna go in with this kind of pinky, I don't know what you call it, pinky peachy shade, and I'm just gonna apply that just in the crease of the eye, kind of like what we did. We'll apply the glitter in the crease as well. I do love this. Like, this is the whole reason why I kind of did it, was just the glitter, because I love the glitter, and their makeup looks so beautiful. Now, I love that eye makeup in Korea. It's so pretty. It's like natural, but it's still glam a little bit as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like natural, but it's a bit glam, and I love that. I'm all about that life. So you can see the glitter is just blinding you a little bit. Now I've applied the glitter, and it's quite bright, it's quite out there, it's exactly what I'm kind of going for. For eyeliner, I was a little bit conflicted on what to do, because I saw some people using obviously the black liquid eyeliner and just doing a very small natural wing, but I thought they're quite into kind of natural looks, right? So I've decided to go in with a brown eye pencil instead, just because it looks a bit more softer, and in with my Clarins brush, which I haven't even opened. Ooh, there we go, it's all out of this packaging, it's free like a bird. I'm gonna go in with my angled Clarins brush, obviously gonna wing out the eyeliner first, and then kind of just go in with this eyeliner just to make the eye a bit more sharper. So I was also trying to look and see how they did that eyeliner as well. So I kind of saw that they kind of make, so obviously they wing it out from here, but again it's very natural, so they kind of connect it. I don't really know how to describe this, but they kind of make like a C kind of shape with the eyeliner. Again, it's like very natural, and it's not too over the top of a wing. Just gonna do my top eyelid as well. Through the inner part of my eye, so I'm aligning the whole eye. I use the winged eyeliner brush just to make sure it has a bit more precision to the eyeliner. And then what you can do a little bit, but I'm going to use this very lightly handed, you can obviously then apply a bit of eyeshadow to smoke the eyeliner out a little bit. I'm going to very naturally do it. I'm going to use the shade Privacy, and I'm just going to very naturally smoke it out a little bit, but not too much, because like I said, the eyeliner is not too dramatic, it's quite natural looking. You know, I'm quite lucky actually, because obviously a lot of people in Korea have quite hooded eyelids. Well, I've already got them, so this isn't hard for me to do an eyeliner for hooded eyelids, because my eyes are already hooded. Notice they do a little bit of like nude eyeliner in the waterline. I unfortunately don't own nude, but I have a bit of white eyeliner, but I'm going to do that off camera. that I've applied the white eyeliner, it's just made my eyes a little bit more open, a little bit more awake and a bit more youthful, which is exactly what I'm going for. I'm then going to do the lashes. So I'm just going to use my eyelash curler just to curl the lashes first. And then I'm going to do the most exciting bit, which is the eyelashes. So these are actually from Primark, these eyelash extensions, but you can use any. And I've kind of noticed that they just kind of tend to just use like 3 or 4 on each eye, and they really spread them out. So we're going to try that. I noticed that they don't really seem to care where they apply it. Like I said, they just kind of apply them very randomly and quite spread out. So, I mean, I'm going to try and do that. Apply that on the eyelid. This feels... I'm going to use one medium one on the end of the eye. You guys can see, so kind of just drop it off, and there you go. Falsies are on. I've only applied 4, but I feel like 4 is quite enough because, like I said, they kind of like to extend their lashes out. I'm going to do the same on the other side, but I'm going to do it off camera because I feel like this video is going to go on forever. So I'll be back once it's done because this is a big concentration mode for me. Notice that the glue is literally really stuck to my eye, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my eyeliner and just make it look like I've got no glue on my eyelid. So I feel like the eyes are done and dusted. I've come in a lot closer just so you guys can see those eyelash extensions because I felt like from so far away you couldn't. But last but not least, which I think is the most easiest step of the look, I'm going to go in with my Benny Tint lip tint. I'm just going to apply that on the lips. And I feel like that's done. So easy. Lips are so easy to do. They're literally just a natural lip tint. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I really hope you have learned some tips and tricks on how to do the Korean makeup look. I've really enjoyed recreating this look for you, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be back with another video next week. Lovely week, guys. Bye bye.